Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to physical education class today. Before we get started, I wanted to ask, by a show of hands, who got a chance to go outside and play in the beautiful weather today, or yesterday? I'm going to call in 3 people to tell me what they did outside this weekend. Keep your hands up. I'm going to start with Josh. What did you do this weekend outside?
I went walking around the neighborhood looking at the trees and kicking leaves.
Nice, that sounds like fun. Mike.
We made up a game called the Aaron Rodgers Experience.
Oh, was it fun?
It was a blast.
Was it a game that included friends?
Oh, yes. You were there.
That game. And Deb.
I played croquet yesterday.
Croquet. Oh, that's always fun. Remember, it's really important to get outside when it's nice and get some physical activity in. So before we left for the weekend, I told everyone that we were starting a new unit today. And before starting, I want everyone to take out a piece of paper and a pencil. And on that piece of paper, I want you to write down the first activity that comes to your mind when I give you these next few words, okay?
One activity per week.
Just one activity. Just the first thing that comes to your mind when I give you these words. For everyone, perfect. The word is bamboo sticks. Think of the first activity that comes to your mind, or just take a little second to think too. What activities can you do with bamboo sticks in the physical education setting? Don't look at your partners, it's individually done right now.
Activities in the academic setting?
Activities in the physical education setting. Yep. Hey, come on. Come on. I want everyone to stand up and clap twice when you're done. Stay standing. Stay standing. Stay standing. It's okay. Awesome. Now, I want you to sit back down first. And I want you to discuss in your tables what activities you came up with and why you came up with those activities. So take a few moments and discuss, share all your ideas. And in the end, I want you to send one person up with the table's best idea and write it up on the wall. Or up on the wall.
My initial idea was I guess that's all right.
Sam, stop it. Stop it, Sam. You're supposed to be... Stop it, Sam. You're supposed to be young.
Sword fighting.
I do think of that
When your group's done discussing, send one person up and write it up on the wall. Sam, don't write it. When your person comes back to your table, your whole table has to yell, "Woo!" So let me know you're done. There's one. Did everyone get a chance to write up on the board? Oh, here comes the last group. You guys have to be the loudest now. Awesome. Woo! Nice. Okay, so now we're gonna go around individually by groups, and I want to hear why or how you came up with that idea. So whatever group wrote down sparring, what group is that? Can someone please explain why or how that idea came up?
I wrote down sparring and they wrote down karate. So they fight with the sticks.
Okay.
I thought I would want.
Okay. Okay, that works. What about who wrote down kendo?
Us. I took kendo, and you actually practice with bamboo swords.
Oh, can you explain to the class what kendo is?
It's sword fighting. It's more of a kind of ceremonial sword fighting. It's what the samurai practice.
Okay. Okay. What about tninkling? How many groups came up with that? 2?
What is it?
What 2? What? How did you guys come up with that idea? Or what is tninkling? Can you explain to the class first?
It's kind of like a jump rope type thing, but it's like a rhythmic thing where you jump over sticks.
Okay.
It takes 3 people, 2 people to move the sticks in a pattern, and 1 person to come up with a routine that goes in the middle to a rhythm with the sticks. You can't hit the sticks.
Awesome. Awesome. And who wrote down jousting? Pete.
Oh, because jousting is really fun, and if you already have kendo sticks, all you really need is 2 office chairs and somebody to push you.
Okay. And fishing. Fishing. Brian.
It was something that Mitch and I both said we remember doing it when we were younger, and it just kind of popped into our heads using bamboo cane poles.
Okay. And last one, A-frame races. Yep.
Okay. That's hard to explain. It's mostly like a Boy Scout team building type thing, where you have to lash poles or something into a big A. So not only you have to practice all your not building skills. There's some guy in the middle who stands in the middle of the A, while a bunch of people attach ropes to each of the ends, and they have to help maneuver that person standing up from one end to another.
Sounds interesting. Now, after hearing everyone else's opinions and ideas, does anyone want to change their own ideas? Any tables want to change their own ideas to someone else's, or maybe just even another thought that came to your mind? If you want to, raise your hand. If you want to stick with your own idea, you can keep those.
I'd like to clarify that the addition of horseback riding while jousting, that added exercise.
Okay. Yes,
I wanted to say that we could spar with lacrosse sticks because we were thinking lacrosse would be better. So then we decided we could spar with lacrosse sticks.
Okay. Well, this unit that we're going to be starting is actually the tninkling unit. So 2 groups got it right. What tninkling is a Filipino traditional dance. And I believe the story behind it is, well, how it works is you have the bamboo sticks and you're making a rhythm with it, and the 2 dancers are hopping in and out of it, doing different techniques and variations. And what it stands for is, I believe, crows or birds hopping on rice paddies in the Philippines. And I have a quick video to show you what that looks like. Now again, these dancers are very advanced, and we will not get in depth this much, but we will give you basic steps. that is the next unit that we will be learning to name. So the reading strategy that I had today was a preparation for before you start reading certain books. And there were three stages to it. The first stage was the initial association with the concepts. So that was where I asked, write down what you hear or what you think of first when I give you a certain word. You can also change it by showing a picture, having everyone write down what the first thing they think of. The next is the reflection on the students' initial associations. So that's when you guys kind of got together into your groups and talked about why you thought of this and what previous experience you had with it. And the last stage of it was a reformulation of the knowledge. So that was when I asked you if anyone had wanted to change their opinions and ideas after hearing the class's opinions and the class's ideas. And from there, as a teacher, you can assess what stage of knowledge they have already of this certain content. So then you can base your lesson off of, if my students know, there's three stages of this. It's called much prior knowledge, which is where students should be able to comprehend the material without much additional information or assistance. Meaning that, so for instance, I know that Sam, Joe, and Mike, this is something that they've either done or have seen or heard of before. So in a lesson, if I'm geared towards students who already know what the ideal information is about it, I'll maybe hop into more just basic steps right away instead of content area of the dance. And then you have some prior knowledge, which is when students are able to comprehend the material with some additional information, and little prior knowledge is when students will need additional information or assistance to comprehend the material. Like I said, it's a really good strategy because it allows you to understand what levels your students are at. And as a teacher, I think it's really, really beneficial to know that.